US brokers are also heavily regulated by the US government. In fact, US has one of the most stringent governance on the stock market as compared to other countries. Hi everyone, welcome to the 3 minutes video series where we answer the most frequently asked question about the stock market. So today the questions that I want to answer is this one. Is it safe to invest in the US stock market? Now, if you have followed us closely, you have realized that our emphasis is mostly on the US market because we believe that it is still the market to go if you want to generate a good and consistent return at this moment. All right, so now let's unpack this question. Is it safe? I assume the question of safety is surrounding the question of money, isn't it? Is our money safe when we invest in US market? Now, when we invest directly in any stock market, whether it's locally or whether it's in US, Europe, wherever, we need to go through a stock broker. Well, this is different, of course, if you are going through an investment manager that handles your fund for you, but they will also need to go to a broker eventually, right? They're just doing that part of the work for you. So we need to go through a stockbroker. Now, let me ask you this, right? If you invest in stock market with a local stockbroker, do you have concerns about safety, right? And what is that concern about? Now, you probably say, yeah, I'm okay with investing with a local stockbroker because I know that they are regulated by the government, right? I know that the government have policies to make sure that they manage their business properly, they manage the funds properly, and if something goes wrong, I have an avenue to go to. And it's the same with overseas broker as well. So the choice of broker is actually very important. So the broker that we personally choose, for example, is a broker that is based in US, right? And this US-based broker is a listed company. And that is important for us because then their financial report is public, right? It's the transparency of their financial position is there. And US brokers are also heavily regulated by the US government. In fact, US has one of the most stringent governance on the stock market as compared to other countries. So not all brokers are equal, though. There are some brokers that offer trading in US stock market, but not based in US. They may be based in some countries like Cayman Island, Bermuda, where the financial control is not stringent, right? So I'll be concerned if my broker is in those situations. But if you ask me, as far as fund safety is concerned, is the US broker the same as a local broker? I would say yes. Now, the next question perhaps that is on your mind is about the money transfer, right? Is it safe to transfer money to a US broker? Well, nowadays, transferring money across the border is quick and easy, right? There are many ways to do it, but for us, how we usually do it is to transfer between our local bank account and the broker's bank account in US. So the transaction happens between banks. It is safe and it is fast. So normally when I transfer money from my local bank account, I can actually get the money in my broker account in US within the same day. It's that fast. So still, question about safety, right? I mean, these days we buy a lot of things online, right? Whether it's Amazon or Shopee, Lazada, and did you know that a lot of things that we buy are actually from other countries, especially China? So is it safe? Well, you have some assurance of safety there because the platform kind of deal with the safety for you, right? If something goes wrong, then the company will do its best to get you the refund. Now, it's the same as well when you transfer money overseas. You want to make sure that you do it with a safe channel. Like if you are transferring between bank to bank, there's absolute transparency and traceability between what's going on. If there's anything goes wrong with the transfer, then you can ask for the bank help to trace it and to get back your money. But other than that, it's a very safe process. So I hope that answers the question about safety. Is it safe to invest in US market? I would say the choice of broker is very important. Other than that, if you can make sure of that, then it is safe. That's all for this video. See you in the next one.